The Senate has passed the Industrial Relations Bill that was used to trigger Australia's double dissolution election. 5 crossbench senators negotiated several amendments before the legislation was passed, 36 votes to 33. It's a major win for the government in the final sitting week of the year. Here's political reporter Aislinn McGee.
Division required. Ring the bells for 1 minute.
One final division.
The matter is resolved in the affirmative.
3 years after the legislation was first introduced, in the last sitting week of the year, after 2 very full days of negotiations with the crossbenchers, the government's finally secured support to bring back the Howard-era construction watchdog.
The pressure was on yesterday. I think probably more pressure than I've ever felt in my life.
The Senate sat until midnight last night to debate amendments put forward by the 5 senators who swung the vote. Derryn Hinch, One Nation's Rod Culleton and the 3 Nick Xenophon team senators.
You've got a government so desperate to get legislation through that they've basically gone to the crossbench and said, name your price.
Nick Xenophon's team convinced the government to reverse its long-held procurement policy. The changes give Australian businesses a competitive advantage when bidding for major projects.
What has been achieved are the biggest changes to Commonwealth procurement rules we have seen in many years.
But while he's claiming another win on negotiations to secure water for South Australia in the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, South Australians say they've been dudded.
Nick Xenophon talks a big game, but when it came to the crunch, he didn't deliver the promised water that he told South Australians that he would.
Derryn Hinch and Rod Culleton say they've secured a 2-year grace period to give businesses and unions time to comply with the new law, by which time there could be a new government. It may have taken tense negotiations, major compromises and an abundance of trading, but a win is a win. And tomorrow, when Parliament rises for the year, the government will be able to say it's passed the key items on its agenda, including the 2 industrial relations bills that took Australia to a double dissolution election. Aislinn McGee, ABC News, Canberra.